U.S. Envoy Amos Hochstein says there is a real opportunity to bring the fighting between Israel and Hezbollah to an end. The senior U.S. official told reporters in Beirut that ending the hostilities is, quote, within our grasp. I want to bring in CBS News senior foreign correspondent Elizabeth Palmer to talk more about this. So, Elizabeth, those are some heartening words. Where do we stand on this ceasefire along Israel's northern border? And what do we know about what a potential deal might look like?
Well, it's clear that a deal is in the works. That's good news. Some of the people close to the talks are saying it's not imminent. It's constructive discussion, but it's not imminent. Essentially, it appears as if it will restore the conditions that were agreed after the 2006 war. That is, that Hezbollah will withdraw about 20 miles north of the Israeli border along the Litani River, and both sides will stop fighting. There are two sticking points, apparently, according to the Lebanese press. One is the international oversight. There is some pressure that a European country might be called in to keep an eye on this ceasefire, but the Lebanese would like to do it themselves or have their own military do it. And the other one is that Israel, at the moment, is demanding that it have a right to strike Hezbollah if it thinks the ceasefire has been breached. And, of course, there's a lot of pushback from Hezbollah on that.
And Liz, as efforts to secure that ceasefire continue, of course, Hezbollah says it's fired missiles at an Israeli military base near Tel Aviv. What kind of a threat does Hezbollah still pose to Israel in this moment?
Well, it's sort of constant harassment, I would say, because the interceptor system is very good. Nevertheless, there are injuries. For example, Hezbollah fired a missile that landed in central Israel, and the debris hurt 5 people. We don't know whether the projectiles hit the base that you referred to, but there have been rockets every day. They sometimes hit houses, sometimes shrapnel hits people. And it must be said that Israel is getting its licks in, too. Today, it hit a building in central Beirut, near the parliament, and killed 5 people. So both sides seem to be pushing as hard as they can militarily until a ceasefire shuts down the fighting, and we're not there yet.
As you know, the UN yesterday said that a convoy of aid trucks in Gaza were violently looted. Do we know who's behind the looting, and how bad is the situation of getting critical aid to those folks in Gaza? Is that still continuing, even though the President of the United States has asked Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to do more to ensure that aid makes it through?
It is very serious. The people of Gaza have barely enough. In some areas, they haven't got enough. That convoy that you referred to over the weekend, 100 trucks were stopped and looted. And of course, the aid ends up on the black market in Gaza, in markets at exorbitant prices that people there simply can't afford. Meanwhile, they're just not getting enough calories. At the moment, it's these aid trucks funneled down routes designed by the Israeli military that run into checkpoints. Armed men come, take the aid, sometimes wound the drivers, even kill them, and then get away. And the aid agencies say the Israeli Defense Force needs to do something about this. After all, they're the occupying force in Gaza, and they should have the responsibility to make sure the aid gets to those who need it. We haven't heard a response from the IDF today, but clearly this issue is getting more and more attention, and that's going to put them under some more pressure to do something, although it's so dangerous in there. Some of the agencies have described the situation as anarchy, and of course there's an enormous potential for a lot of people to get hurt or killed, either defending the aid or trying to steal it.
Indeed. Elizabeth Palmer reporting this evening for us from Tel Aviv. Liz, as always, we appreciate you. Thank you.